What happens after we take our final breath? Does the soul simply vanish into nothingness? Or does it journey through realms beyond our understanding? Welcome, seeker of truth, to the greatest mystery of all, the mystery of what lies beyond death. Today, we embark on an extraordinary exploration of one of the most profound texts in spiritual history, the Bardo Thodol, known to the world as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Imagine a guide, a spiritual compass, that walks with you through the most mysterious and transformative moments of existence. This is the Bardo Thodol. It's not just a book about death. It's a map, a light in the darkness, offering wisdom for the journey that begins when life ends. This ancient text is more than a manual. It's a profound teaching, a roadmap for the soul as it navigates the realms beyond the physical world. It's a call to awaken, to prepare, and to understand the true nature of existence. So, let's step through this portal together, uncover its secrets, and perhaps, just perhaps, come closer to understanding what it truly means to live and to die. The Bardo Thodol was brought into the world by a figure shrouded in legend, Padmasambhava, the precious master. Born in India, he was no ordinary monk. He was a yogi, a mystic, and a spiritual pioneer who carried the teachings of Buddhism to Tibet in the 8th century. His mission? To guide not only the living, but also the dead, offering a path to liberation even in the moments after the last breath. Padmasambhava was no stranger to the extraordinary. From a young age, he displayed remarkable spiritual powers, mastering esoteric practices and earning the title of Mahasiddha, a being of profound enlightenment. His journey to Tibet was no simple pilgrimage. He was invited by King Trisong Detsen, who sought to unify his people under the banner of Buddhism. But Tibet was a land of fierce spiritual traditions, deeply rooted in the indigenous Bon religion, with its shamanic practices and animist beliefs. When Padmasambhava arrived, he faced resistance, not just from people, but from the very spirits and deities of the land. These forces, deeply tied to the Bon tradition, resisted the spread of Buddhism. But Padmasambhava was no ordinary teacher. Using his mastery of tantric rituals and mystical techniques, he tamed these spirits, integrating them into the fabric of Tibetan Buddhism. This fusion of traditions became the foundation of a spiritual system that endures to this day. Padmasambhava's greatest gift to humanity was the Bardo Thodol. He understood that death is not an end, but a transition, a moment of profound opportunity. At the moment of death, the mind is freed from the distractions of the physical body, entering a state of heightened awareness. For those prepared, this is a chance to recognize the true nature of reality and achieve liberation. But for the unprepared, it can be a time of confusion, fear, and missed opportunity. The Bardo Thodol is a guide for this critical juncture. It maps out the 3 main states, or bardos, that the soul traverses after death. Each bardo is a realm of experience, a stage in the soul's journey toward liberation or rebirth. Let's explore these stages together, step by step, and uncover the wisdom they hold. The first bardo, the Chikai Bardo, the moment of death. The journey begins with the Chikai Bardo, the bardo of the moment of death. This is the instant when the physical body ceases to function, and the soul is released from its material confines. It's a moment of profound transformation, where the mind enters a state of pure potential. In this bardo, the soul encounters the Primordial Clear Light, a dazzling, infinite radiance that represents the ultimate nature of reality. This light is not external. It is the very essence of the mind, a reflection of its true, unconditioned state. For those who have trained in life, this is the moment of liberation. By recognizing the clear light as their own true nature, they can dissolve into it, achieving enlightenment and freedom from the cycle of rebirth. But for most, this moment is fleeting. The intensity of the clear light can be overwhelming, and without preparation, the mind may recoil in fear or confusion. Instead of merging with the light, the soul retreats, entering the next stage of the journey. The second bardo, the Coniad Bardo, the bardo of visions. If the soul fails to recognize the clear light, it enters the Coniad Bardo, the Bardo of visions. Here, the mind is no longer tethered to the physical world, and it begins to project its innermost contents into a dreamlike reality. This is a realm of both beauty and terror, where the soul encounters a series of visions that reflect its deepest fears, desires, and karmic imprints. The Coniad Bardo is divided into two phases, the peaceful visions and the wrathful visions. In the first phase, the soul is greeted by serene, luminous beings, peaceful deities that embody the highest aspects of consciousness. These figures radiate compassion and wisdom, offering the soul a chance to recognize its own enlightened nature. But if the soul fails to embrace these visions, it is confronted by the wrathful deities, fierce, terrifying forms that represent the mind's untamed passions and fears. These are not external beings. They are manifestations of the soul's own psyche, reflecting the attachments and aversions that bind it to the cycle of suffering. The key to navigating this bardo is recognition. The Bardo Thodol teaches that all these visions, peaceful and wrathful, are illusions, projections of the mind. By recognizing them as such, the soul can transcend fear and attachment, moving closer to liberation. The third bardo, the Sidpa Bardo, the Bardo of rebirth. The final stage is the Sidpa Bardo, the Bardo of rebirth. Here, the soul is drawn toward a new existence, guided by the forces of karma, the accumulated energy of its past actions, thoughts, and desires. This is a time of choice, though not always a conscious one. The soul is pulled toward a new body, a new life, that reflects its karmic tendencies. In this bardo, the soul may experience visions of couples in union, symbolizing the process of rebirth. These images are not literal. They represent the soul's deep-seated desires and attachments, which shape its next incarnation. For those who remain attached to the illusions of the ego, this is a time of great vulnerability. The soul may be drawn into a rebirth that perpetuates suffering, trapped in the cycle of samsara. But for those who have cultivated awareness and detachment, there is still a chance for liberation. By recognizing the emptiness of these visions, the soul can transcend the pull of karma and merge with the clear light, achieving freedom from rebirth. The ultimate teaching: life, death, and liberation. The Bardo Thodol is more than a guide to the afterlife. It's a profound teaching about the nature of existence. It reminds us that life and death are not separate, but part of a continuous cycle, shaped by our thoughts, actions, and desires. The text invites us to reflect on our own lives. Are we living with awareness? Are we preparing for the journey that awaits us after death? By contemplating these teachings, we can begin to free ourselves from the illusions that bind us, moving closer to the ultimate goal of liberation. As the great sage Ram Dass once said, when you die, there's only one question that matters. How much did you love? The Bardo Thodol echoes this truth, urging us to live with compassion, wisdom, and detachment. For in the end, it is not death that defines us, but how we choose to live. If this journey into the mysteries of life and death has touched you, share this video and join the conversation. What do you believe awaits us beyond the veil? Together, let's explore the greatest questions of existence and uncover the truths that lie within us all. Deeper insights, the bardos in everyday life. While the Bardo Thodol is often associated with death, its teachings are deeply relevant to our daily lives. The bardos are not just stages we experience after death. They are states of consciousness that we encounter in life. Consider the Chikai Bardo, the moment of death. In life, we experience many deaths every day. The end of a relationship, the loss of a job, the closing of a chapter. These moments can feel like a clear light, overwhelming and disorienting. But they also offer an opportunity for transformation. By facing these moments with awareness, we can recognize them as opportunities for growth and liberation. The Coniad Bardo, the Bardo of visions, mirrors our dreams, fantasies, and fears. In life, we are constantly projecting our inner world onto the external reality. The people we meet, the situations we face, they are all reflections of our own mind. By recognizing this, we can begin to take responsibility for our reality, transforming our fears into wisdom and our desires into compassion. The Sitpa Bardo, the Bardo of rebirth, is a reminder that every moment is a choice. Every thought, every action, every decision shapes our future. By cultivating mindfulness and detachment, we can break free from the cycle of habitual patterns and create a life of freedom and purpose. The role of karma, the invisible thread. At the heart of the Bardo Thodol is the concept of karma, the law of cause and effect. Every action, every thought, every intention creates a ripple in the fabric of reality, shaping our present and future experiences. In the bardos, karma acts as a guiding force, drawing the soul toward experiences that reflect its past actions. But karma is not fate. It is not a fixed destiny. It is a dynamic process, shaped by our choices in every moment. By understanding karma, we can begin to take control of our lives, making choices that lead to liberation rather than suffering. The path of preparation, living with death in mind. The Bardo Thodol emphasizes the importance of preparation. Death is not something to be feared or avoided. It is a natural part of life, a moment of profound opportunity. By preparing for death, we prepare for life. Meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection are essential tools for this preparation. By cultivating awareness in life, we can face death with clarity and courage. The Bardo Thodol suggests that we practice recognizing the clear light in life so that we can recognize it in death. The final invitation, embrace the mystery. The Bardo Thodol is an invitation to embrace the mystery of existence. It reminds us that life and death are not separate, but part of a continuous journey, a dance of light and shadow, form and emptiness. As we navigate the bardos of life and death, let us remember that the ultimate truth lies within us. The clear light is not something to be found. It is something to be recognized. It is the essence of who we are, the source of all wisdom and compassion. So, as you go about your day, take a moment to pause, to breathe, to recognize the clear light within you. For in that recognition lies the key to liberation, the freedom to live fully, and the courage to die fearlessly. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of the Bardo Thodol. May its teachings illuminate your path and guide you toward the ultimate truth. Until next time, stay curious, stay awake, and remember, the greatest mystery is not death, but life itself.